TIFU by telling a student how he could find my MA thesis. I'm a college professor who works with dual enrollment students. And today I was at the high school working on a research workshop with my class. We're on literary analysis essays. So finding literary criticism was the name of the game. One of my students is writing on a similar subject to a grad school peer's thesis. So I forwarded that info to him and told my whole class that they can also use a thesis or dissertation as a source. They'll be long, but they're faculty reviewed, so it fits the criteria. They ask about my own thesis, so give them some general info. I wrote about a young adult fantasy author and the cultures, indigenous populations, and slavery in her world. For context here, my partner discovered a while ago that since there's not much literary criticism on this author, you can simply Google author's name, thesis, and my institution's page for it pops up as the first result. Not repeating the name here so I don't add fuel to the fire. The student who I forwarded the relevant thesis to asked if mine was available online too, and I shared the above search term with him. He searches it at the same time I do, thankfully on my personal computer and not the one connected to the projector. What I managed to forget is that since the last time I did this search myself, I posted right here on Reddit, on this account, about my thesis, answered questions, name-dropped the full title, and shared a direct link to it, which is apparently enough for that Reddit thread to appear as the number 2 search result on Google. I know he sees the first result because he reads the full title of my thesis out. I also know there's no way he missed the number 2 search result. Thankfully he didn't mention it, and the school Wi-Fi blocks Reddit so he couldn't have looked over my entire history immediately. But now he, and any other student who happened to be listening, can easily find my Reddit account. So, NS, if you're reading this, congratulations on finding my personal social media. I'll ask that you don't go sharing it with the whole class. But I think you're more mature than that anyway. Enjoy the peek into my personal life. There's nothing here that I wouldn't want to associate with, but also some I don't share with students. And it's too much work to start a new account from scratch. So here it will stay. I think next time a student wants to see my thesis, I'll just send them the PDF. TLDR. Try to tell my students how to find my thesis. Second result on Google is my Reddit account. Congrats. Now we all know you're a cat-loving, polyamorous weed smoker as well. 2/3 is your average Redditor. Everyone needs to go to their account and then settings. Then account settings and then privacy. Then turn off show in search results. It's on by default. I was taking with a coworker and mentioned that I argue about the software we use. Mentioned something specific about the argument, and later that day he tells me he found my account and was commenting on posts I've made. I don't really care, but it was weird to have someone poking through my comments, posts.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.